And I'm the owner of HogOn Welding and the founder of HogOn University. This rising, I wanted to talk to you about why I recruited black welders in the city of Birmingham, Alabama. Birmingham, Alabama has about a little over 70%, about 70% black native African Americans. And in that city, there's a lot of issues when it comes to the youth, when it comes to prison and prison reform, when it comes to education. And then I know that also there's some issues with us learning generational wealth and financial literacy. So they teach that a lot. I was actually able to partake of a business mixture there that was actually giving some education on, doing that. So when I go to a city and I know that, my people are there, I'm gonna give them a call first, just like Christ Jesus, when he came, he said, I came to my people first. When they rejected me, I gave the word to everyone. So on all my platforms, fam, everything is public, everything is open to the public because I'm open to help anyone. Anyone who want to learn, anyone who want to partake of the class, anyone who want to buy some products, I'm willing to help anyone. But I know that my primary goal, family, is to help us. You know what I mean? That's why I started my business, fam, because I was tired of being judged by the system. So I had to figure out something for us. And it's just ironic to me that I would get inboxes and messages from people saying that me wanting to recruit black welders is a racist thing. Why I can't recruit no other welders. I'm like, anyone can come, but most of the time, fam, I'll be honest with you, me being a black business owner and most of the time it don't, it'll be my people or someone Spanish that'll want to work with me. You know what I mean? Every blue moon I have someone, white that'll want to partake, but 9 times out of 10 though, it don't be like that. Sometimes they'll be on the job site. I had wanted to hire a guy that was white one time, and he pretty much flat out pretty much asked me kind of how I'm running my business, how I'm doing my stuff, can't figure out, well, how is he doing it and I can't do it. Pretty much, I'm like, man, what is this, But I'm willing to help family anyone. But our people need to help, fam. There is no, black meccas other than, Atlanta. And to me, I think Birmingham is one, and all the cities that I would say that our people resonate in. I think those are the places we have to target to really get the message out, to really help someone. And I don't know who I'm gonna help, fam. That's the crazy thing about it. I love to use the examples of Christ because most people are familiar with them. And I remember when he healed 10 lepers, only one of them out of the 10 came back and wanted to walk with him, wanted to, tell everybody what he was doing. Grand rising, thanks for checking in, fam. And wanted to tell everybody, what he was doing. And he said, wasn't it 10? But there's only one that came back. And to me, I think that's the odds of when we help people, family, when we assist people, that, you might help a lot, but it might just be one that, out of the 10 that come back. So, just be realistic with your numbers, but don't get caught up in the number. Just get caught up in, I'm trying to help. Being in Birmingham, fam, I experienced something different, but I also experienced a lot of love, embrace from the city. So I did get a lot of love, from those who I did meet, and I appreciate that, and it also showed me that, sometimes you have to literally get out from the area you at to go help another area to be able to be recognized from what you've been doing for a long time. Because you can be in your own backyard and they don't recognize your potential. They don't recognize how valuable you are and how you can help them. And you're not trying to beat anyone. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, the small-minded and the narrow-minded people from certain areas will look at things a certain way, like me saying, hey, I want to hire some black welders, and they were like, well, well, what about the white welder? I'm like, well, you didn't show up. Where you at? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for some hands. I done had some come up there, ask me what I'm doing, and I'm like, okay, I'm doing this. You ready to work? Well, I got to go get this and get this. I don't ever hear from them, fam. I can only be realistic with you. A lot of stuff could have went out faster for me if I would have had the team in place. And sometimes when you think you got a team in place and you get there and you don't, it can kind of cripple your progress. So, I learned, now, to be honestly, to recruit beforehand, before you go into the place where you're going, give yourself some options, because you might have 10 people, and out of the 10, might only 1 or 2 of them work out for you. You know what I mean? So things can happen like that. So it's good to either build a team before you go there, have it with you, or be willing to be humble and recruit and teach while you're there. And to me, man, I think it's a good thing to recruit and teach, because you never know who you can help. Like, I literally found 2 young men who are hungry, who was willing to be humble and learn. And it was crazy. Well, one thing was ironic to me. This one guy was stating that he's been welding for over a year. And after leaving, working with me one day, he was like, man, I feel like I ain't even been welding. I learned so much about it, different things that I didn't understand. You taught me in a certain period of time. He was like, man, you know, man, I'm gonna be back, man. Just call me. Let me know when you're ready. You know what I mean? So it was cool that he learned something different. And that's what I want to do, fam. You know, I know that our people need to help, fam. You know, I know that when it's all said and done, fam, we got to look out for us. That's what it is. The system, it looks out for the system. Every race, every nationality of people look out for one another. You know, that people, that's how it's supposed to be. And then, you know, the heart of humanity, we want to help all people. You know, but you can't help. I can't go outside and say I'm finna go save the world and I ain't help my household. My house ain't even right. And to me, your house is your people. You know, if I'm dealing with them and I can't go out the house, how am I tell somebody what I'm doing if my house ain't in order? So, you know, I want to really help us, man. You know, and it's not about doing, you know, the way I look at it, man, it only take one person to change a life, one person to change a situation. So, you know, I'm not trying to bombard anyone area or nothing like that. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to give a call of action, and if someone answer it, then we gonna get our HogOn family and network, and that's all I'm doing. So, you know, I was able to go to Birmingham and really rub some shoulders. Hopefully got some more projects and products coming up, things coming up, and just a lot going on, fam. And all I can do is take it one day at a time and work it out, but I can see the potential of being there. So, you know, being there, fam, I can just see that there's a bigger need, and there's more people that looks like me that actually want to help me do what I'm doing. Oh, it's always possible to weld on the side, fam. That's what my guys that I hired, they actually, both of them got jobs. And they some of my best help. They get off of work, fam, and work with me 5, 6 hours. You know, one time we did an 8-hour, after he got off of work, he worked with me. Yes, I appreciate that, man. Like, my vision is to really help, fam, and I got to do it by example. You know, like I told the guy, when I went to Birmingham, I had to literally do certain things by myself. I wanted them to see that I was doing the fabrication, the measurements, I was cutting it out, framing this. I wanted them to see that we can do this, because a lot of people that pulled on me blew out the water that I designed it, that they seen me doing it. They was interested. Some people just stop and just watch me cut pieces out and weld. They was like, oh my goodness, I never seen this. And you own the company too, and you design this too, and you out here working too. Sometimes we need to see that we are willing to go that extra mile. So if I show you by example, you know, and I do it in front of everybody, why should I have to do it again? You know, so sometimes you go to a place, you lead by example, and then you teach. So in order for me to teach you something, I have to show you that I have something that's good that you need to learn. You know what I mean? So I only want to lead by example, fam. You know, when it was all said and done, Moses had to actually spend some time alone to find himself. And when he found himself and he talked to his higher power, when he talked to God, they say his face was glowing. And it had the people afraid, because he was shining, like it was a different light about him. And they said that, you know, in the scriptures said it, you know, that put a veil over his face, because it spooked some of the people, which how bright he was shining. But literally, I feel like once you spend some time alone and you find yourself, you'll glow like that. And you'll glow like that to attract people. And some people might be afraid of it. And some people might be like, man, you know, I want to be a part of this light. I want some of that. And you don't really even see it, fam. You know what I mean? Like, what I'm doing, like, I'm trying to do something to help all of us. I know I got kids to raise, kids to take care of. So I'm trying to do things for them. And then realistically, you know, I got sorrow in my heart. I still push through it, because the reality of it, I cannot help I refuse not to help another black child, fam, just because I'm not seeing mine. Just because I'm not seeing my son, I refuse to help someone else with their son. I'm not gonna do that. Nah, because he still, if the daddy ain't there, if the king ain't around, somebody, we got to help out, fam. So instead of me getting bitter, like, man, I can't see man, I ain't helping nobody. Nah, I'm not doing that. To me, I think that's where, you know, that's that system of hate. And we don't need to operate in that. You know what I mean? Like, even though I'm not seeing my son, and God forbid, I hope, you know, he 11 now, and I'm hoping, you know, I dream about a relationship, a constant relationship with him. I don't have it. But even though I don't have it, I still give that constant love to other kids, to other, you know, to other black males that need that same type of love. I'm not going to cut it off because I can't give it to him. And regardless of how I feel about it, you know, and how it hurts me, I'm still going to give it to him because I love to see when they was going one way and now they thinking different. When, you know, I love to see them when they couldn't tie their shoes and I show them and now they doing it and they proud about it. You know what I mean? Like little small things that we teach our kids, fam. All this stuff is needed, from how we carry ourselves to how we, you know, you can tell, like I can be around a male's child that's young and I can tell if it's just his mother raising him and there's no male around at all, because he'll do certain things like stand up to pee, but he'll pull his pants all the way down to the ground to show his butt. And I have to, you know, I have been around a couple of them. I think, nah, you don't pee like this. And I have to show him, because the woman not being conscious of it, but that's something that he do because he don't have a male around. Like not knowing how to do certain things. And once you come around and say, hey, this is how you do it. And you don't really have to, you don't have to be mean, you just show them. And they're like, oh, okay. And then they get it. But we have to take that type of patience and time out with the youth, fam. You know, even with the black man, like if a person is willing to learn, fam, I think you should be humble enough to teach them. Now, you can't force feed anyone. I'm not trying to make someone learn something they don't want to learn, because when you do that, they ain't going to get it and you're just going to waste a whole lot of time. So I ain't with that. I'm with helping those who want it, fam. That's why I give a call to action. And if someone show up, I'm going to bless them with what I get. You know what I mean? I'm knowing that we can be able to build something and get a greater relationship out of that. But, you know, I'm not going to be bitter, fam, because, you know, things are going on in my life right now. So I'm not going to help no one. You know, I'm still going to do my thing. I might even be isolated and pull off and just only come out to help what I help, you know what I mean? But I'm not going to withhold the information, you know what I mean? So, you know, here lately, fam, like I say, life been real. I'm trying to put some things together. So I haven't really been going live a lot because I just been having a lot on my plate, honestly. But I know everything is going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right because I'm still willing to give. I'm still willing to show my work ethics and do what got to be done. So I'm knowing it's all going to come together. But in the midst of me having what I got going on, I'm not finna stop helping someone else. And I think that's where we go wrong, fam, you know, because you'll be surprised how you can be going through something, you can help somebody, and just helping them and seeing how it changes them can help lift you out of a situation, can help you view the situation differently now, because now you see how your situation is minute compared to this. So, you know, sometimes we just have to have an open mind about it. But I just wanted to come live, family, and talk about, you know, why I did that, why I recruit for us in different cities, because I know that we need to help, fam. And especially in areas, in rural areas and cities where we're lost. You know, we know that majority of our leaders, our real strong leaders, majority of them died off or they're afraid to stand up. And we have to stand up, family, and I'm standing up for the tradesmen. Now, when I talk about the HogOn University, that's why I didn't have HogOn Welding University, because I want to create something that teach trades, not, you know, that teach skills, all the skills, and teach the business, how to set it up, and teach how to invest money, how to save, how to spend money, because we need to learn all of that, fam. And I think until we realize that, we're going to be stuck. And just because I don't have a big fancy building, I don't have the big school and no, you know, all this stuff, I'm not going to stop teaching. I'm still going to do it. Well, I do it out the garage. I upgrade my building. I'm going to get a smaller building. Then I get a bigger building. But I'm still going to do it. Like, I'm not going to say that I'm leading and I'm not showing you, fam. You know, so I don't want to be considered a black leader or a black mentor who just talking. Nah, I'm a walker too, fam. That's all I know how to do, fam. You know what I mean? I'm from the field. All I know is work ethics, you know what I mean? And sometimes being from the field, being from the cotton fields, literally, you know, expressing in your emotions and how you feel about certain things, that's kind of hard for us. We still learning that. We getting therapy for that, to be honest with you. But to show you, you know, we'll put our life on the line, fam. We'll work, you know, all day. We'll do whatever we have to do to show you, because that's how we express the love. And sometimes some people, you know, they still want to hear it. And coming from us, you know, you might not hear it a lot, but we're going to show you a lot, fam. So y'all be blessed, man. I just wanted to come live for a minute and talk to you about why I be recruiting black welders and why I feel like it's a need. Let me see this. I see a message popped up before I let you go. Yeah, man. You know what? I'm great that that could help you, man. Like I say, man, my son is 11, and I've been having issues, family, with him, actually, since he's been alive. You know how Paul said he had a thorn in his side, fam, and I've been having issues with that situation for a long time. And, you know, even, you know, my situation with my middle daughter isn't as bad, but, you know, it's still issues there. But I always say to any black man, I just want to say this for those who haven't had kids that's listening and thinking about having kids, just make sure when you make your decision on who you want your queen to be, and I'm gonna say a queen, that's just the words I want to use, whoever you decide to honor you with a child, make sure you be there, fam. Make sure you can be there the whole time. If y'all don't work out, at least work out for that time that child is in that household, because it's critical. It's very, very critical, fam, because, you know, we think one can do it and one might make one a certain distinct, but they don't a certain level, but it doesn't mean they ain't gonna have issues and stuff that's gonna carry on with them for life because they didn't get that proper balance. And, you know, raising a child, fam, it takes two, fam. It takes, even if one person isn't as vocal as the other, just by having that proper balance there, that family there, that it's something about it, fam, especially if there's a real man in the household. So I just wanted to say, fam, you know, who all going through something with their kids right now, wanting to see their sons or daughters or whatever the situation is, keep your head up, black man. Keep your head up, man. Keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get better, fam. You know what I mean? It rains a lot, but the sun come out too, fam. So all we can do is be consistent. If you got to get your money up, get your money up, get your lawyer right, whatever you got to do. I'm working on all that so you can change the situation. But, you know, the reality of it is we all face something. And just because you facing something as a black man and you got an opportunity to help another black child that's not your child, but you can still help them, don't neglect not helping them because you can't see yours. Don't be that type of person, man. I have heard dudes say it. Don't do that. Oh, man, I ain't helping her with her son. I can't see my son. But you around his mama all the time. You see she's struggling. You can't stand up and be a king and give her a little assistance. Hey, man, don't do that. Respect your mama. Talk to him. Don't just let the, you know, don't do that. You know, and I think that's how we go wrong, fam. It ain't about overstepping your boundaries. It ain't about trying to be someone else's king. Nah, when we in the village, fam, if the king is gone, it's different mans in the village that's gonna make sure everything is running properly, man. And we just gotta play our position, you know. We just got to realize and accept the fact, family, that our role is never over as fathers. As long as we here and we have children, they have children, they have children. If we here to see them, it's our role to do something for them, to have some time for them, to give them something, to pass something down to them. You know what I mean? That's our goal. And honestly, the grandparents always raise the kids, their kids first, because they knew the rest of the knowledge and they helped, but they always gave them that extra because they knew some stuff that they kids haven't actually got chance to witness and experience yet. So they kept the grandparents around so that way can give them that extra guidance that they need, man. And we just got to go back to the old ways and principles of doing things, because nowadays we see that our people and kids are lost, fam. You know, it's sad, you know what I'm saying? You know, even on the level of that you see now in the schools of the autism, especially in the black kids, man, it's like it's a highs, you know, it's, you know, when you think about it, almost make you feel like some of the stuff was done intentional, you know what I mean, with the foods and different things they did with them with medicine that is now causing issues with kids today. It's more autism and kids on medicines and they can't be, you know, all type of stuff now, man. It's just unreal, fam. So we have to love our people, family. That's why I reach out. We have to love us. And I can't help anyone else until I help us first. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's just how it is, fam. And when us don't want to help you, you just help who you can help. So I'm going to, you know, get my message out to everyone. I'm going to keep it public. I'm going to keep showing that I help everyone. But also, I need it to be known, and I don't have no problem with knowing that I stand for us. I represent us as long as I'm in our skin. I understand, fam. I witnessed the belittlement. I witnessed the prejudice. I witnessed the culture from the system that won't allow you to rise unless you create your own way. And I can say this, if I can say anything about America, family, you know, it's a business, fam. It's the United States of America. And once it became of America, if we're going to make it here, fam, we got to have a business. We got to start something. We got to learn a skill. And the best way to start a business is from a skill. Once you learn it and master it, you can do it yourself, fam. Y'all be blessed, man. Let me let you go. I had to continue just a little bit long, but I got to go to the store real quick. Y'all be blessed. Enjoy your day. I'm out. Hold on.